Yo, what's up? A lot of you guys have been requesting a review of Steak and Butter Girl. She eats a fake carnivore diet. This is one of her What I Eat in a Day videos. Rubbish? Yeah.
Hey carnivores, welcome back.
Shut the fuck up. You have nothing to do with carnivores. They eat raw organs, drink blood, and so on. You follow a trend, and so do your viewers.
To the channel, it's me, Bella the Steak and Butter Gang. Butter Gang. Bella the Steak and Butter Gal. Clearly, I'm a little bit hangry. I think I'm fasted now 26 hours. But I just...
Wow. It's even worse than I thought. For a girl to starve herself for 26 hours, you have to be self-destructive. You completely want to destroy your hormonal levels. It's just so dumb. She also looks quite thin.
I'm planning to do dairy-free carnivore starting from January 1st to January 30th. So it's going to be like my New Year's resolution challenge for myself. It's like a mini detox, 30-day detox from all of that addicting cheese, all of that salt in the cheese, and just all of the amounts of carbs. Although they're minimal, they do add up, especially if you're munching on cheese late at night.
Yes, the salt is a problem, but you could easily also get, maybe not easily, but you definitely can get unsalted cheese. Yeah, even raw. But to count carbs when there's 0 point something in some cheeses, that's a religion. That's like veganism.
I'm going to be documenting my dairy-free carnivore detox challenge to myself.
Oh boy.
Well, it's starting today. So starting today until January 30th, if you're in with this challenge to do dairy-free with me, comment down below. I will be dairy-free.
Stop doing diets, stop doing challenges, wake up, eat your natural diet, just stop this nonsense.
Until January 30th with Bella the Steak and Butter Gal. This is very unusual because the beef is a little less and the butter is a lot more. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this is what I'm having. Costco ground beef.
I don't like listening to her. It's just something really fake about it.
If you don't know, I am in Seattle, kind of on a mini vacation with Steak and Butter Guy.
Okay, let's look at this. There's red parts of some... Actually, I have some ground meat here. So, let's see. We've got a red natural piece of ground meat here. And then we have the ground meat that turns into... Well, here it looks kind of brown. Usually it just turns gray when you cook it. It turns also dry, of course, and you lose the nutrients. So what is better? What looks better? What is more appetizing, more appealing to your natural senses?
We are in his hometown, and he took me to Costco, where I was
It's
able
just
to get
a waste.
a bunch of
It's
Kerrygold
destruction.
butter and the Costco brand ground beef right here. And sadly, it's 85.15, which is fine because I'll be upping my fats a lot with the Kerrygold butter. So here I'm just sauteing up the ground beef, and I'm going to be eating a whole block, 8.
Of course, there's no point in buying raw butter if you're gonna destroy it by cooking it anyway. Okay, but generally, if you're eating absolutely overcooked, which is how it looks like, ground meat with pasteurized butter, what are you really eating? How is it even that much different than veganism? Don't get me wrong, it's a million times better, but at the same time, you're just eating empty calories in the end because you're destroying all the micronutrients. Yeah.
Ounces of the Kerrygold butter. It's the Costco standard size. As you can see, there's actually 4 blocks in each Costco box. And here's the organic ground beef, 85.15. This is about 1.3
It just looks so much better
so
raw.
I'm gonna see how
It's
I
just,
feel with
come on.
1.3 pounds
It's
of
just,
meat
it looks
tonight,
really appetizing.
but with 8 whole ounces of Kerrygold butter. So I'm just going to be listening to my body. I'm going to fuel up on the beef, the butter, and if I want the eggs, I'll cook the eggs, but we'll see how I feel. Okay, so this is my finished...
Nobody on earth who cooks their ground meat listens to their body. You're listening to brainwash by mainstream media, the health industries.
product. This is my meal of the day. 1.3 pounds of beef, ground beef, and I have 1 block and a quarter of butter. I'm going to see how I feel with just eating beef and butter. That's right. Steak and butter gal is not eating eggs. And no egg pudding, no cheese, right? No dairy besides this butter. We're just sticking with simplicity. I'm sticking to my name tonight. Steak and butter gal.
Dude, that guy's really good.
To me, this really looks like a starvation cult, you could say, whatever. With the fasting also, this looks like an eating disorder. Yeah, for sure. It is. That's what she looks like to me.
Hey guys, it is now day 2.
Yeah.
And I am going to be eating the same exact thing. So I thought I would just describe in detail my go-to method of cooking ground beef. Before I put in the ground beef, I always preheat the pan. Whatever.
Makes
pan
zero
I'm
sense
using,
to cook
I let
it. Just
preheat
zero.
for a couple minutes, just so it gets sizzling hot. I want it to get so hot because the moment I put in the beef, it will create that char, that great golden sear, and that crispiness. I like the ground beef to just simmer in its own fat. I find that it cooks the best and the
Oh,
most
boy.
flavorful when I just
In
let
no
it
way
cook
does that
in
look
its own
appetizing.
fat. So this is just how I like to do it.
It doesn't
It's
even
my
look like
go-to
food.
method. It's really just fail-proof, and it tastes so good. I was feeling a couple hunger pangs here and there while I was editing and while I was catching up on the SB Gang support group, which, by the way, if you're not a part of, you are missing out big time. There are some awesome babes and guys in that group that are so knowledgeable, so supportive, and so kind and cool. You gotta join right now. I'm gonna include the link in the description box if you want to join the SB Gang support group.
If you're part of the group
Admire
and you
how
eat this,
gorgeously
then you're not
juicy
knowledgeable
and
about anything
delectable the ground
diet-wise
beef
anyway.
looks. So there you
So
go,
it's just
another big
what's-
bowl of juicy ground beef with a whole 8-ounce brick
What's
of
juicy about
sprinkled
it?
butter. Being on vacation with Steak and Butter Guy here in Seattle has been amazing. We've been really enjoying the gorgeous sights. In fact, I kind of want to share with you what I've been seeing the past few days. Are you ready? It's really gorgeous.
Okay, that picture answers everything.
Oh my gosh. Babe, say hi.
Hey,
Say hi to SB fam.
Why is he wearing it?
Okay, he's gonna skip rocks now.
At the... in nature by the water.
Did you do it? You did it 10 steps, right? 10 skips.
broke my back.
What's going on
Back,
here?
okay. Yo! I think this is heaven on earth. Oh my gosh, I'm just like looking at the view and I can't believe this is real life. Give me a kiss. I love you.
Love you too.
Life is so good without Simba.
Am I seeing this or... well,
Okay,
Like,
let's do this again. You
am I
can-
the only one? Like, what was that? Was it a joke? Or was it not a joke? Like, what was that?
It's
What?
freezing, but this is gorgeous. Wait, look at that water.
No, that was it already. Okay. So she eats 1 or 2 maybe meals a day? I've never seen any of her videos, so I don't know what else she eats. I can assume the other typical stuff that they eat, eggs and whatnot, but usually they don't eat any organs at all, obviously. This whole carnivore diet is just the same shit that you've been eating since you were a child, except that you now leave out vegetables and the noodles and whatnot, but you still eat the same overcooked meat, and everything about it is just wrong. Of course, it's way better than veganism, vegetarianism. It's way better than a typical standard diet that most people eat. Yeah, okay, because they still eat the same overcooked meat and so on, but they eat also a lot of garbage as a side dish. As I said before, she looks pretty thin. It's hard to see because of all the clothes, but she looks quite malnourished in this video anyway, and it's no surprise because if you eat so little and you basically only eat macronutrients because everything is totally cooked to death, of course you're gonna be micronutrient deficient. That's needless to say, it has to happen. It's just malnutrition by definition, eating this way. But then you also don't eat for such a long time. So when you do eat a meal, then you just overeat like crazy. There's so much wrong with this. Just look into what fasting actually is. It's just another word for starvation. There's nothing healthy about it. It's always going to cause hormonal problems. You're always going to lose muscle, even after 12, 14 hours already, contrary to all the lies that they will say about fasting and it being healthy. I made a video about it. I'll just link it if some of you haven't seen it yet. As I said in a video years ago, actually I will link that one also, I really don't like it that they use the word carnivore because for one thing, it's not as if carnivores only eat animal foods anyway. That's a huge misconception. And you have to have some kind of eating disorder or be religious about food in some way to follow this, because you have to follow something quite strict, which obviously nature people don't do. They won't only eat animal foods for such long periods, definitely not for years. Yes, they may go for some months in very northern countries where it's cold, where they can only get some berries and honey in summer. But when they do get them, they will of course eat a lot of that stuff. And if they have milk, then they won't ferment it on purpose so that it has no carbs, so that I don't eat any of them. This is all religious. Of course, they will just then drink the milk and so on. Yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching.